champions that has benefited from the changes off of the Hextech Gunblade being added again. But we're not going to talk about Akali. Rookie saw Cream pick up the Yone the first time of the 2026 season and says, you know what? I can also play that champion. Rotation clear. We'll take the top crab. Way it goes for the bottom crab. And on with a quick roam is saying, hey, Knight, you look a little low on HP. I got you with some hot cocoa, and Rookie almost gets baited in, but Jue is there for the counter cover roam, but it's not enough to take out Knight. He will be forced to back on. Wait, Q flash over the wall. Do it! Yeah, baby! We called it. It's just like the end of Split 3 regular season all over again. And Wei's Fist finds the mark once again. Schwinn forcing the flash out of Rookie.
That's a very expensive trade. And while it is a kill that goes over to Wei, I'm just looking at the mid wave right now. It is in favor of Knight. Schwinn even gets to invade. Rookie never got that recall off. So despite the kill, this is a great start.
This should be a good punish. On does go down because Jue provides a lot of damage on the Nico, but now Schwinn, I don't think he kills Jue. There's still a flash available. Oh! Down strike procced into the whip becomes lightning. That was clean. But unfortunately now Schwinn is way too deep. So he's going to donate a kill back over to Fodic, and he gets Tier 2 boots completed for Knight, so as soon as he gets that role quest completed, he's going to have Tier 3 boots online. Nice Q3 into the all-out. Oh, Soboro. He's going to try to flash over the wall. Nah, he knows that there's no way out of that one. The equalizer does nothing, and yeah, Bin back in Giga Bin form. Rookie about to get solo kill. One more on attack. There we go. The wind-up doing its job. And
they're late for this play. They might get 2 on the rebounds afterwards, but I mean, Casante's just going to trap Rumble.
I think Jue did hit level 6, so they have to be careful about this Pop Blossom engage. They just look for On, and On just gets found out. One of the grubs is secured by Schwinn, but the Pop Blossom deflected by Schwinn! Crescent Guard at the perfect time, and now he dashes back in, forcing the flash out of Jue. Oh my goodness, Schwinn at peak form once again too, and Bin looking for another solo bolo added to the headshot record. Giga Bin is walking Saburo down. Solo kill.
This is mean. This is mean. This kid is super young. He's a new player. Okay, good. Let's go bully the other player. Let's go bully Jue on the other side of the map here. They're heading back from base. So that would have been a window where IG could have had numbers advantage, but
of the fact that Knight has picked up Luden's Echo as his first full official power spike. No Seraphs.
At best, negligible for Saburo. He knows he's going to lose this turret, and if he walks up to Orianna, he will just get caught. Them to connect through mid because IG have been really devoted to getting mid priority right now. So they get this dragon. I think this is a good spike because as IG, you're champ however much gold the Zonia's is. So continuing with that 2,400 gold lead. On's by himself. Thankfully, the portal's going to save him for now.
Does Wei want to continue forward? Tempered Fate onto the main damage dealer. Sees some assist right onto the left, but the shockwave from Knight is there and blows up Wei. Here comes the rest of the BLG reinforcements, and poor IG were lured into a false sense of security and lose 2 in an instant.
Viper as well over a 5-year career here in the LPL, or at least a couple of years spending.
I think the worst part about it is that the 2 members that had a decent amount of gold and were the ones spiking earlier for IG, very, very difficult for IG. That early game was very exciting, but ever since then, BLG has just reclaimed control. Oh my goodness, the Ghost, he's gonna run down Rookie. There's Wei over the wall.
Oh my god!
As he comes in with the Vault Breaker, that is just awesome. And now IG in full retreat.
Oh my god, Bin!
The flash and just pulls Fodic right back into him. Oh, this is just pure sexy.
Didn't use it on the first dive. We are 23 minutes in. I'd be willing to go back in the VOD and check it, but this is probably just another free MVP going over to the man in the mid lane right now. That's a Baron as well.
For IG fans, the consolation prize is they are now at Soul Point. The question is, will they even get a chance to actually claim Infernal Soul? Good dash by Rookie with the Soul Unbound on the Temper Fate, but a flash with the Cosmic Binding ensures that On can slow him down, but Rookie survives thanks to the Immortal Shield Bow.
Especially because he's held his flash for so long.
Knight does find way in the bottom side jungle. There's a TP coming in. Will Knight be forced to use the flash this time? The shockwave pulls him in. He's gonna almost kill him. He flashes over the fate sealed, and he goes golden. I don't think Knight is surviving that one, but man, the aura farming was almost real.
Well, look at what else. BLG now get on the other side of the map on helping and supporting his mid laner. It means that multiple members, maybe Wei just dies here. Come on. Not anymore. This is the part of the game that matters. This is Invictus Gaming's sole point here. If they can grab this dragon, a failed portal from on, but they're nowhere in position for this.
Rookie goes in with the soul unbound. Wei tries to brute force his way through. Infernal Soul is denied. Now BLG need to reposition themselves and make sure that they are on proper battle lines. Don't want to give IG any freebies. Trying to cut off their paths back to the mid-tier 2. BLG just poking them afar and just maintaining vision control.
So
Fade on the 2. Oh, just shockwave right on there. On top of it, goes for 1, but they're able to use the Seekers to at least get out of there alive. Saburo does survive the engage. There's no more shockwave available, but a GA is expended by Wei, and he's the first one to drop, and now the rest of IG are going to be forced to retreat. Viper steps forward with the Arc of Ruin, does slow down Photic, but not enough damage. And the fact that Shockwave was expended on a Seeker's target
Best look that BLG would have been able to get after so much invested. They will grab the mid-tier tier 1, but there's a Baron now being threatened here by BLG, and they have no smite. They have no way of getting into this pit. This has to be a massive Shockwave. Equalizer's coming off a cooldown now.
Wei's got to be careful, but if he can find a moment, Flash Proto Belt available for a Pop Blossom, he would have to get it onto multiple people. He's going to turn for it, but he gets interrupted on the way in. Schwinn secures the Baron. Equalizer over the top, but BLG members still stand tall with another Shockwave right onto multiple members, and IG all hit the floor.
Looks like they're just going to go for some multiple inhibitor turrets at the very least, get themselves paid, and put this at a 10,000 gold deficit.
The Nexus will not fall just yet, but BLG are doing their due diligence and setting up everything necessary so that the next fight that is won puts them one honorable mention for BLG, because it looked like it stopped on the way of trying to make that Protobelt pop in is on the left side, just ready to pressure when the moment calls for it.
So they're going to give up this inhibitor, and they're going to play on this, either this minion wave or the one that's incoming on mid, because that's basically last call for this game. Now, what I would like to see from IG is slowly squeeze the resources out of them. Dragon spawns in a minute, and the longer you can keep them trapped on this side of the base, means it's at least a little bit more palatable to walk into that dragon pit sooner rather than later. That is the Baron falling off in a few moments here.
Viper did pop the ultimate when Transcendent. Has GA available. Tempered Fate on to 3. Oh, this Shockwave is gonna hit! It only hits onto 1. The Zonias was popped by Saburo, but Schwinn is going deep into the backline for IG. Fate Seal from Rookie. Decent response, but just not good enough. BLG continue to pin IG back towards the fountain. Look for the last Nexus turret, but Photic, Wei, and Rookie are gonna try for one last Hail Mary before this game comes to a stopping end, and BLG finally do away with all the IG defenders. Wei looks for another Vault Breaker, and BLG are going to try to pad the KDAs as much as possible, showing that this game was never IG's to be had. GG, well played.